Hi, frugal friends. Welcome to your daily dose of frugality. My name's Kim, and you're here at the YouTube channel Is Fire for Me. Today we are reading 365 Ways to Live Cheap by Trent Ham, and we're in the groceries and supplies section of this book. And today's tip is to learn to love leftovers. Many people turn up their nose at the idea of leftovers. The mere thought of reheating food originally prepared a day or two before convinces many that the food will be bland and rubbery, not worth eating. This assumption sadly results in a lot of good quality food hitting the trash can before its time. The truth is that with a little bit of careful planning, leftovers can be a delicious and highly inexpensive meal. Some ideas. Add additional spices that you have on hand to leftovers just before you serve them. This will create a fresh snap to the flavor of the food. Use the leftovers as the basis for a second meal. For example, take leftover spaghetti and sauce, chop up the spaghetti, put it on a bread loaf pan, sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top, and bake it in the oven. Or take the leftover chicken breasts from the grill, dice them, and add them to a rice and vegetable skillet meal. Freeze the leftovers. This especially works well if you've made a large batch of soup and have plenty left over. Freeze it in apportioned-sized containers. If I've enjoyed a meal, I enjoy the leftovers, but if I've made something that didn't inspire me the first time around, it's really hard to eat it the second time around. I have some friends who are really good at leftovers. One of them tends to do what they suggested about turning the leftover into a different meal. She will add things and change things and kind of use it as like base ingredients and then come up with something that's really impressive and tasty. And I'm always inspired by that. And then her husband is just one of those people who's like really committed to not wasting food. And even if something is kind of bland or uninspiring, he is just like so committed to eating it that he will eat it for lunch the next day and lunch the day after that, and he'll finish off the leftovers. And so I'm inspired by both of them. One, her creativity to kind of change the recipe and make it exciting and inspiring again, and the other just by his sheer determination to not let food go to waste. I think this is an area that I could do better with, and I would like to find ways to reduce my waste. We are really good leftover eaters, again, if it's something that's tasty, but I think I need to experiment a little bit with trying to change or liven something up. If the first go around wasn't super impressive, maybe we can make it into something that's a little bit more flavorful or different the second time around. I would love to hear if you are an avid leftover consumer or if, like me, you have some work to do in that area. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another daily dose of frugality. Thanks for tuning in.